Hey, what's happening? Just doing a little work on the trailer today. Gonna take the bolts out of the tailgate. I'm gonna put some Clevis, I guess it's pronounced Clevis, I don't know, some Clevis pins in. I'll put the parts that I used down in the description there. I just got it from Tractor Supply store, but I think it's just gonna make it a little bit easier pulling it off. That way I won't have to take the bolts out every time. I can just pull a pin and pull the bolt out, and bam bam, it's off laying on the ground. And I'm gonna put some bearing buddies on and hopefully do a little work on the boat today. So let's get started. Cool beans. You just pull that thing out. It's a little loose, but you know, it'll be okay. Now I can take this off a whole lot easier than having to pull these bolts out every time. Nice, I got my tire jacked up here, my wheel. Just put a jack under the axle under there. Just gonna give it a good shake back and forth, check the tightness of that wheel bearing. This one's okay, so I don't have to worry about that, but we're gonna install some bearing buddies. I call them bearing buddies, they call them wheel protectors. I think somebody's got a patent on bearing buddies, but I got those from Harbor Freight. I'll put the link down to it. Basically, you just want to take a punch right in between this area right here where this cap meets the hub. And you just want to get that off. The secret to this is having a good punch. Get you a pair of channel locks here. Just rock that thing off, just like that. Now if you did have to tighten this down, this doesn't have a cotter pin in it. It looks like it's got some type of keeper on it that goes on the nut itself, but most of them have a cotter pin that goes in the side. You just pull that cotter pin out, adjust this nut that's behind this piece here to where there's no play in that, and then put your cotter pin back in, or your, in this case it's got some kind of keeper on it. I've never seen anything like that, but I don't really care because it's okay anyway. So got your bearing buddy. Open her up. Now these are a really tight fit. I put these on my other boat before. I highly recommend getting a block of wood. I do not have a block of wood, so I'm using Mr. Log. And basically, you want to hammer this in. Bigger hammer would probably be better. And you just want to make sure that this shoulder is all the way inside that hub. And you're good to go. And what you want to do is there's a grease fitting here. And you get your grease gun. Stick on there. This is spring loaded, and you just pump grease in until this piece slowly comes out, and pretty much this spring is compressed and you're done. You know, every few trips just come through here and grease them things up. Let me get my grease gun and I'll show you that. It's going to take a little bit of grease the first time because you got to fill that whole bearing buddy up. But you can see how that spring compresses. Actually, this one's got a little hole that weeps out the grease. My other ones don't do that. That must be something new. That's how you tell it's full. Now, isn't that handy dandy? Put your little cover on. All set to go. Alrighty, I'll do the other side. So one thing that I forgot to mention there was if you're using your trailer and it's going in water like I'm using mine for, you definitely want to make sure you use marine grease. If you can find a high temperature marine grease, that's even better. It is a big difference, so just keep that in mind if you after you put the bearing buddies on. And don't forget to take your jack out. Yeah, pull off with the jack still. It's not cool. So what I'm based on seeing here, looks like that plate's gonna fit pretty good. Yeah. Get this thing on. Look at that. Good deal. I'm just going to take some drill screws and screw right into that. Well, maybe I ought to get some bolts. I think I'll get some bolts. Put a bolt here. I'm going to put an eyelet bolt here. So that I can chain it to the front, or give me a place to hook the pull this boat on the trailer with. So I'm gonna have to go get some bolts because I think I'm gonna put a bolt in it. I don't know. Might be easier to screw it. I think I'm gonna use sheet metal screws. Screw it down. Or maybe a pop rivet. Maybe I'll just pop rivet here and here on the inside. I don't know, we'll see, but I need to go get some stuff, but that fits perfect. So what I've done on this plate is I've kind of put it where I wanted it. I've got some washers, got some 5/16 bolts, and I've just placed them on the edge down at the bottom, run the outline, and then I kind of figured out where the top was of the boat, kind of mocked it up, made an outline, and then I came over here and I measured the same amount down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill this on each side so that I can run the bolt well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the washers on it, drill the holes in the metal, put it back on, and then I'm going to drill it through the plastic and then put the bolts in. If that makes sense. Rather than just try to drill it all the way through, have it come up uneven on the other side, and then the bolt be crooked or something. So yeah, basically we'll just take it on over and do the drilling. Don't ever buy a chuckless drill, they suck. get this done here real quick to calm for major storms this evening. I really wanted to get this boat loaded up on the trailer, put a cover on it, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. It's starting to cool off really quick, but we'll at least get this plate on anyway. And, at least get that much done. Now, I'll admit this is not pretty by any means. You know, I couldn't find anybody that made one of these. It just slip on. It looked really nice. So, you know, I got to do what I got to do. And let's make my own. So in between the rain clouds, I've been going out there and tightening them things down. So basically I'm just going to end the video here. Some more stuff that I wanted to do, but it's just not going to get done today. I was looking at the weather, and it's pretty much done day for me. I was hoping that it wasn't going to pour down rain because I wanted to get the boat loaded on trailer. In case my buddy Earl wanted to go fishing tomorrow. He's still supposed to call me sometime today, but I don't think we're going to be taking the other boat unless we go later in the day with a plastic boat. We might take John boat, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear. He may not even be able to go. But anyway, that's it for this session, or mods, whatever you want to call it. I'm bagging it in for the day. I am going to get me once I get the boat on the trailer, the reason I put 2 eyelets in the bottom is I'm going to run a little piece of chain in between those two, just to give it like 2 points to pull from when I'm pulling it up on the trailer. But what I want to do is I want to get the boat all the way up as far as I can, and then how should I put this, measure the chain so that it's even with where it meets up to the trailer, so there's no slack in it, because that will hold the boat in also on the trailer, because I'm not going to be able to tow it with the gate up because it's too long. And then what I'll do is I'll put straps on the back to force it forward. That's my game plan anyway. I was hoping to get all that done today, but not going to happen. So yeah, we'll just bag it in, and appreciate you watching. Hope you learned a little something today, or, you know, like I said, I don't make no money doing this stuff. I just enjoy doing it. So if you pick something up, cool. You know, like, subscribe. You know, you never know what I'm going to end up doing on this channel anymore, you know. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching.